to your stores. It comes to your neighborhood.
Yeah.
It comes to your street. It comes to your backyard, which is why there is a good thing with laws and rules in life. I'm not saying overboard. It's called structure.
Yeah.
And that's how we operate and don't operate as savages, as crazed men and women running around as lunatics. Now, it may be difficult for people to understand, but it's only a matter of time before you get there.
Right.
It does get there. That's why it's like, oh, yeah, it's okay. We just, here's some crack pipe. Just go smoke whatever you want. It's not going to affect me until it does show up at your doorstep. And eventually it will.
You're right. You know, as a libertarian, I don't know what are you Are you at liberty to say what you are? I'm a libertarian.
I am. I'm kind of somewhere. I kind of float somewhere down the middle.
Yeah. So you're a libertarian. Maybe?
I mean, I wouldn't call
Agnostic?
myself that, but yeah, I'm
Agnostic.
kind of more on that. Like I don't know.
I feel like I'm a libertarian. I feel like I'm a
I
libertarian.
feel like they seem kind of sane. So okay.
If there was a Democrat that was more libertarian than a Republican, I would vote for the Democrat. That's how I feel.
Hey, before you do this, can I? For everybody who's been blowing up my phone about Facebook, we're back on.
Oh, that's great.
So we're back on Facebook. Thank you so much. Setting the stage and let people know we're talking about this crack pipe situation. The Health and Human Services Department of the United States, through President Biden, has a $30 million grant now to provide safe crack pipes to drug users. Their goal is that they want people to realize that they should smoke instead of injecting, because injecting drugs is worse and it could be deadly. So Eric was getting into part of it.
Well, no. So I'm a libertarian, and I think the people that want to legalize pot are going through the right channels. They're proving their case. They're showing that, hey, you know what, pot doesn't do that much damage to you. It doesn't affect you, psychologically. I mean, they're doing their due diligence. They're trying to get it to be legalized. Crack and heroin and cocaine, those are much different drugs, and they destroy families, they destroy communities, they start the crime sprees that you see. If you are a crack addict, you don't have a job. You need money to pay for your habit. That does lead to the whole violence and the whole criminal aspect. So you don't give crack pipes away if you're the federal damn government. That's the bottom line, and there's reasons why you don't do that.
Injecting sites.
Right.
Here's
this is a liberal policy.
Who is the brainchild behind?
Because
it is
illegal.
But who?
I repeat,
there had to be one guy
illegal.
or one gal that was like, you know what we should do?
No,
this is going to get people on our team.
No, it's a group.
Crack pipes.
Angela, it's a group. All they say is it's the president of the United States. His name's on it. So right now it is
I'm not
president.
sure that he knows what his name's on all the time.
Yeah.
Ooh! Did you hear Angela?
That he knows what his.
That was the edgiest I've ever heard Angela. That's the edgiest I've ever heard.
Because his brain.
I'm not sure that he knows all the time
So
what
you're
his
saying
name is on.
That was fair. What she just said.
She's ripping the president.
I mean, I'm not, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not sure that he is fully aware all the time.
Is he fully aware of what is he fully aware of then?
Well, I mean, I like you guys know, I don't really watch a whole lot of when he speaks.
But when he does.
But sometimes when he talks, I'm not sure that either he's not sure or he is really bad at conveying what is in his brain.
Flag the show. I need that copy. I need that audio right there.
Well, we're on Facebook.
Because she's right. Angela's right.
But this is from the person who really is not really that political.
That's even worse.
Kind of watches.
That makes it even worse.
In a while.
That's even worse.
Real quick, Jason Moore, I think the mask, what happened with the mask crap yesterday, I think it got pushed off again. We got no news. I think that's what I had
J.D.
heard.
Pritzker's about to take the mask off of people's faces.
For inside, yeah. But $30 million for pipes.
I can't. What happened to, like, fine, you do you, but you have to pay for it. Like, if somebody's an alcoholic, we don't give them cases of beer a day.
Exactly.
That doesn't make any sense.
Or Kool-Aid cups to keep it cold.
It would be more. It would be more like getting. Here's your government funded koozie.
Well, the other problem that you have now, Eric, is a story that we talked about earlier. And marijuana isn't just safe anymore unless you know exactly where you're getting it. If you're buying it straight from the store.
Exactly.
We did talk about this earlier, Eric.
Because we had 7 people die in a Central West End apartment on Saturday, overdoses. Now, they were doing, allegedly, cocaine laced with fentanyl. We've already been told fentanyl is the #1. Even Colonel Joe Adams told us it's what has been out there now to take down the United States. The cartels are bringing in most of the fentanyl, And if you think you're just doing marijuana,
Guess where fentanyl comes from?
and if you put it inside your little vape pen, you think, oh, it's fine. Chances now are it's been laced with fentanyl. This according to the DEA.
So this war.
So you get addicted, and it can eventually tear you apart.
John Campbell's right. The government won't pay for your EpiPen if you need one.
And those things are freaking expensive as hell.
And you
Ask
need
me
that
as a
literally
dad
to
of a
live.
kid.
But they're going to give you money for crack pipes.
Here's the deal. The United States, I don't even understand the fentanyl thing, to be honest with you, because you don't build fentanyl in Mexico. It comes from China. It literally comes from a place. It comes from China. So how is China giving tons of fentanyl that could kill America 40 times over to the cartels to bring into the United States? And here's the second question I have for Vic. Why do you even put fentanyl in anything? What's the purpose
Addicted.
What's the purpose of it?
Because you don't have to have as much of the
It's a filler.
potent drug.
It's a
too.
filler.
Instead of, where they would cut Coke or something with like baby aspirin or something back then, they don't have to have as much Coke. All they need is a tiny bit of fentanyl, and it's going to increase
The what?
increase the
Addictiveness?
strength. It increases the strength of it.
Really?
So just a tiny bit of fentanyl in anything that you do, like, whoa. Like cops have to wear gloves because if they're frisking suspects or go through and they actually even you touch fentanyl, it can.
When I
make
went
sense.
in, when I went into the DEA office and did a story
my
when
God.
fentanyl first started showing up in St. Louis 2-3 years ago, it is inside of a case
Okay.
where they had suits that we had to have masks on even before masks were cool with COVID.
Okay.
Seriously, we were wearing masks. It's all in an enclosed case, and then there's these special gloves that you stick your hands through the case into the gloves to operate to move it around.
Wow.
That's how dangerous.
Wow.
That's how 50 times more deadly than heroin. And that's the problem that you have from this last weekend. And
I don't get it.
I look at Drew's right. If you don't monitor these people who are doing it, you're going to have what happened this last weekend. People are just going to start dying. And then before you know it, like I say, oh, it's not going to get to me. I'm just going to do my marijuana. Well, you better be careful because one slip up, one mistake of doing the wrong stuff, and you could literally be dead.
So China, getting back to China, they're sending this stuff to the cartels. They're working in partnership.
That's what Colonel Joe Adams told us.
Well,
on
no,
the
it
show.
makes total sense. Well, it is. Fentanyl is made in China. It is it's a substance that's made in China. I thought it was for pain reduction in hospitals, but what do I know?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, it was meant for hospitals, and if you've got cancer that's destroying your body, they'll give it to you in the doses that you want. Like they have fentanyl patches.
Okay. Yeah.
Like they'll put you on that time release patch.
Yeah.
Pharma, as from the Facebook line, as we hear, as somebody was just talking about. Here's the other thing. I did a story. We have a story on this tonight in our weekly legal lens with Brown and Crouppen with your friend Andrea McNary. She's the managing attorney with Brown and Crouppen. Tonight during our 6 o'clock show, it's my legal lens this week where we talk about fentanyl. Government has now gotten a little bit more serious where we're actually going after pharma manufacturers and holding them responsible if somebody dies, if somebody knows what they've taken, because now we never had any sort of responsibility attached to the pharmaceutical companies who make it. Now they're trying to go after not only pharmaceuticals, but those people who have given a drug with, whether they knew it or not, given a drug to somebody that results in a death, having the sentences come back on them now. Charges, finding them guilty, and sentences.
That's a slippery slope.
That's
a
the
slippery
only
slope.
positive thing that I've seen.
Right.
Because they're trying to attack the fentanyl situation.
What was the amount of that huge bust they just had? It was one of the largest fentanyl busts.
It was the largest bust in the history of St. Louis. I'm trying.
Wow.
And the dude was,
that was
it
in
was in a
Florissant, right?
storage. It was a storage locker in Florissant.
Correct.
And the guy was from. He was in California.
Correct.
And he was shipping it back and forth, and that was like
he
the
shipped
depository.
it here in furniture.
Yeah. Yep.
Great idea.
Yeah.
These guys are clever as
You
hell.
go to Facebook Marketplace and order yourself a couch, and it comes with 2 pounds of fentanyl in it.
Wow. I don't understand. I mean, I just don't get it. It's something this deadly. I mean, at this point, you don't have the opportunity to say, hey, kids, when I was your age, I did the same thing. You'll grow out of it. No, when you are a parent now, you have to say, here's the deal. Let me get to the brass tacks. If you do cocaine or any other drug, Molly, whatever it is, you could be dead tomorrow. Have a fun weekend. I mean, that's the conversation now. It's not about, hey, when I was your age, boy, I sure did knock it out of the park a few nights. No, that's not the conversation anymore. When you have that conversation, you have to say, I could be literally coming to pick you up from a morgue on Monday because you just took fentanyl.
What doesn't make sense for these drug dealers is you're killing your customers.
It does make sense. No, Vic just said it.
But you're killing your
Vic
customers.
just said it. He says you will become more addicted to this crap.
Absolutely. That's
and
what
now,
we're told. The DEA tells
for
us
every one you
that.
lose, you're going to get 10 more.
More lethal and more addictive than heroin.
And for China, it works out perfectly because you're killing the United States population. So that it works
that's
out.
why they started COVID.
No, don't go down that. You'll make Angela fall asleep with COVID talk.
No, but I mean, and one of the problems is why you get a lot of deaths is someone who is addicted. Say, Eric, you're addicted to your
coffee,
your coffee, and you go to rehab,
yes.
and you kick it.
Yeah.
And then you come back and you have a relapse.
Yes.
Well, now your body's not used to taking that same amount that you did before.
I don't even know about that, but you're right. It's the human body and the human experience and the psychological aspects of this. We should get somebody on. I don't know. Do you have anybody that you can talk to?
About what?
Do we have any psychologists that we can talk to, psychiatrists?
Yeah.
About the ramifications of what he just said. Once you get fentanyl in your system, you have to come back down.
Yeah, it's like any drug, but it's worse.
It's worse. Yeah. My son told me one night, and me and Drew just agreed on something. He's on the Facebook line, by the way. If you smoke pot, it's in pot.
I just said that.
I know. I heard that coming in here.
Yeah,
but pot, who knew pot could be a deadly substance all of a sudden?
That's because they're trying to make crappy pot more potent and get people coming. Because
Eric,
who knew you could smoke it?
Eric, I'll tell you this right now because I do from a personal situation and seeing somebody. It's not just now. 2.5 years ago, not just now, it was already showing up in marijuana just in St. Louis.
Yeah.
That shows you how long it's been around.
Wow.
And people don't know that it's in their blood system
Okay.
until you go get checked.
Yes.
You're like, oh, I just smoked some marijuana. It's no big deal. Oh, you get a blood test. Do you realize that you have fentanyl in your system? What?
Oh my
I
God.
just smoked marijuana.
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, but it's from a guy that we know. I'm just telling you, it's been around for a while. It's not brand new.
Yeah.
And that's why I talk about a slippery slope. Oh, it's all fine. It's all good. There are rules and laws in place for reasons. And it's always cool. I don't want laws. I don't want rules. I get it, man. I just want to go have. Yeah, that's cool. It's fun. But eventually it'll show up at your doorstep. Somehow, somewhere.
No, it already has mine, apparently. Because, yeah, I've had a conversation where we smoked pot and blank, whoever just died from it. And I go, say that again? And it was fentanyl-laced marijuana. You were exactly right.
But here's the other thing, and this is what I was getting at earlier. You need to know where you get everything. Like Peter George just said, get your pot from a dispensary. Because then the dispensary is held accountable as well.
Yeah.
And that's where those laws come into place that I was talking about earlier as well. Because now this is so new that they're trying, their legislators, when it comes to the lawmakers, of getting stuff on the book that you can actually hold people responsible when it comes to fentanyl.
Here's the deal, and you got to talk directly to Biden right now. What an asinine thing to do. Just what an asinine thing to do. I don't know how you look at yourself in the mirror. And maybe it's like Angela said, you just don't know what you're doing. Maybe Angela's right. Maybe Biden is he needs to be in a home. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm not saying that to be mean. But maybe they have people propping him up that are so young and so on the left side of this thing that they're like, hey, this thing in Seattle is going really good. All this, we're giving hypodermic needles to everybody. Hey, let's give crack pipes to everybody. Get them to sign it. Did you guys ever see MASH when Radar would walk into the office and hand Colonel Blake and have him sign
that episode.
and had him sign? He goes, you never saw that?
Absolutely.
Angela.
What am I
I'm sorry,
signing, Radar?
I'm sorry, I never saw it.
What am I signing, Radar? Oh, don't worry about it, Colonel Blake. That's exactly what they're doing to Biden right now. He's signing things that he doesn't even know what he's signing.
He's got advisors that are supposed to have his best interest at heart as
I
well.
also feel like his wife would be looking out and being like, "That's
Eric,
great."
one thing though, and this is true too. Don't be surprised that marijuana's been laced with something for many years.
Yeah.
This is nothing new from that standpoint. So we got a lot to get into. We'll continue to have Peter George also said he's going to a friend's funeral this weekend. His son OD'd. Somebody else died last year, died smoking weed laced with fentanyl. This is when I saw this happen 2 years ago to somebody I know, I was like, oh my God, what more could possibly be happening to this country? We got that to get into. We'll continue to take your calls, 636-695-2915. Back on Facebook if you want to jump in on that 100.7 The Viper. As always, share the show. Hey, we'll get into the McCluskeys as well when we come back. Their law license was up in the air yesterday. If you read certain publications, we'll let you know what the truth is regarding that. Don't believe the headlines. You have to read the stories. And then sometimes the stories aren't even right, which is sad. DeSantis and Trump coming out as a unified front.
Good. That seems to be interesting.
They say the liberal media is trying to split them apart, and it's not true.
That's like trying to split Brady and Gronkowski. It's just not going to happen.
That's not. Angela's got your sports when we come back. I've got your news. We'll just get back. Eric Johnson, Brendan Shanahan, Angela Sharp on Vic Faust of Fox 2. Back with more right after this.
Grab your coffee. The Morning Edge will be right back on 100.7 The Viper.
Have you wanted to speak a new language, but thought it would be too difficult? Then try Babbel. Babbel starts by teaching you words and phrases that gradually get more complex. Soon, you're practicing short conversations. So in 15 minutes a day, you'll be speaking a new language in a few weeks. Babbel is built around real life. It teaches you practical conversations that you will actually use. Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free. Just go to Babbel.com today. That's BABBEL.com.
With everything going on today, it's easy to forget to take care of ourselves. Compass Health Network is here to help. We provide a wide range of mental health, primary care, and dental services for the entire family. Whether you need to talk to a therapist, get a routine health checkup, or have a filling replaced, Compass Health Network is here for you in person or virtually. Call 844-853-8937 to schedule an appointment, or visit compasshealthnetwork.org for more information.
Don't let a wet basement or foundation problems destroy the value of your property. Get a free estimate from Woods Basement Systems to fix the wall crack, bowing wall, and leaks and restore the value of your home. Plus, get the security of the Woods Basement Systems transferable warranty. Call Woods, the highest rated, most reviewed contractor for all things basementy at 888-900-1721. Special offer online at viperbasements.com. That's viperbasements.com.
If you want the best, don't settle for the rest. Come to F&S. F&S Collision Repair provides the best customer service, quality of work, paint color match, and paintless dent repair. They do it all. No job too big or too small. Just what your car or truck ordered. F&S Collision. Call today to schedule your appointment and get that car repaired. F&S Collision Repair.
You could save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, but when we just come out and say it, it feels like it falls a bit flat. So we're going to tap into human emotion, first with some music. Then in a serious tone, I'll say, save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. And even though it was about saving money with Progressive, we'll fade out the music so you know it was poignant. Wow, powerful stuff. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discount not available in all states or situations.
Have you wanted to speak a new language, but thought it would be too difficult? Then try Babbel. Babbel starts by teaching you words and phrases that gradually get more complex. Soon, you're practicing short conversations. So in 15 minutes a day, you'll be speaking a new language in a few weeks. Babbel is built around real life. It teaches you practical conversations that you will actually use. Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free. Just go to Babbel.com today. That's BABBEL.com.
This is the Edge Morning Show.
Live on 100.7
The Viper.
Cutting the price of your wireless bill feels good. Really good. So good, you gotta try it. With Straight Talk, you can get our Silver Unlimited plan for just $45 a month. Now with unlimited high-speed data, plus 5 gigabytes hotspot data, and no contract, with nationwide 5G on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot for your data when you can get unlimited for a whole lot less? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com.
Now another hour of The Edge Morning Show on KFNS Troy St. Charles. The Edge Morning Show.
Get a grip on your finances with People's Bank and Trust's new mobile banking service. You can now manage your accounts, check balances, transfer funds, and pay bills with ease and all from the palm of your hand. Activate your phone today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Viper weather with legendary chief meteorologist Dave Murray.
Hi, this is Viper meteorologist Dave Murray on this Wednesday. Partly sunny skies. We're a little cooler than yesterday, but still not too bad. Gets windy this afternoon as the winds swing to the northwest. 50 for the high. Tonight, partly cloudy. Cool it back to 27. Thursday, sunny. 39-40 for the high on Thursday with the northwest wind. Friday, partly sunny. Southerly flow is back. 52 for the high on Friday, but a stronger cold front comes through Friday afternoon. Maybe a couple of sprinkles. That would be about it. But what that does is set us up for much colder temperatures. Friday night, 21. Saturday and Sunday, high temperatures about 35 degrees. Still, no big storms in sight. From the Viper Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray. Now back to the Edge on 100.7, The Viper.
Whipper River Electric, a Touchstone Energy cooperative. The Edge Morning Show.
Local headlines now with Fox 2's Vic Faust.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Here are your headlines, your news headlines at 9:01 on this Wednesday, February 9th. The alleged ringleader of the two high-end smash and grabs that we saw in Chicago was arrested Monday. There was a man, Takari Harper. He is facing charges now related to smash and grabs from November through January. Remember the two heists at the Burberry store on North Michigan Avenue? Stole an estimated $150,000 worth of merchandise. Also convenience stores, so they were able to track that person down. He is now facing charges. Hey, police are still searching for a wrong-way driver who caused several crashes last night. At about 11:30 p.m., police received calls reporting that a car was going westbound in the eastbound lanes of I-270 on West Florissant. Have you ever seen somebody driving at you head-on in your one-way lane? Yeah, well, the driver hit several cars and even forced one off the road. Fortunately, nobody was seriously injured. But that wrong-way driver got away. How does a wrong-way driver get away on 270 in North County going the wrong way? Somehow, some way, it happened. Okay, we'll move on to the next story. Also, Illinois Governor Pritzker plans to lift the indoor mask mandate in a couple weeks to come. Don't go walking across ice right now. Teens were rescued at Creve Coeur Lake yesterday after falling through the ice. That could have been a deadly situation. Fortunately, first responders were able to work really cool. They use drones now, too, to find out exactly where
you're at in the ice. All right.
Drones have really come into big play there as they did yesterday. The Missouri Senate is still working on a congressional map. Still no resolution. There's a filibuster going on right now. We'll see how long that continues to go. This is kind of scary. At least 6 daycares have lost track of your kids in the past 18 months in the St. Louis area.
They lost track of children?
Yeah, at some point during the day.
Oh, jeez.
The Urban Lake has 75 openings for their Head Start program if anybody's looking for jobs. Let's look at your morning headlines. I'm Vic Faust.
This is Sharp on Sports. Now, here's Angela Sharp.
We are mentioned it at the top of the show, but the Blues are back in action tomorrow night. But before that, they made a couple contracts. Defenseman Robert Bertuzzo signed a 2-year contract extension worth $1.9 million. And forward Logan Brown, yes, that's Jeff Brown's son, signed a 1-year, one-way contract with $750,000. And right before we went to break, Eric brought up Gronkowski. He has been in the NFL for 11 seasons, all 11 seasons as Tom Brady with his quarterback. The rumor is if he plays next year, he would like to play for Cincinnati because he likes Mr. Burrow.
He likes how he dresses.
I mean, he likes everything about him, but there's a lot of stats
says
that
his
compare him
swag.
to Tom Brady.
He's like, I like his
also.
swag.
That's because Gronk is Gronk. That's sports.
Morning Show.
That music played right when Eric walked back in the room. It was like this is Eric's music, his entrance song.
He wishes.
He said no.
He walks around all day with that in his brain. No. Hey, guys, welcome back to The Edge. Eric Johnson, Brendan Shanahan's in, Angela Sharp as well. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Time is 9:05. You're listening to the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. Yes, we are back on Facebook. Thanks for being patient. Thanks for coming back. And thanks for being a part of the show. Share it as always, 100.7 The Viper. You can call us if you want. Angela likes the calls, 636-695-2915. Of course, we're on the Morning Edge on YouTube and the app, the reliable app, which so many people listen to, ViperRocks.com.
Yeah.
Once again, ViperRocks.com. Also, congrats in sports to Lindsay Jacobellis. She's the first American to win gold at the freaking Olympics. Thank you. And she's a 5-time Olympian.
Wasn't she the one that crashed and burned on the last
Yep.
Olympics?
And
She was
favored to win gold.
And she was showboating.
And she got caught when she was showboating. But guess what? In her 5th Olympics, she wins her first gold. Talk about a story of
for her.
perseverance. Absolutely. There's actually something good. And of course, Brendan gave us the Nathan Chin update. Our resident ice dancing expert. I never would have guessed it.
Hey, I like a good musical. Ice dancing, whatever.
Hey, Eric, you were here when we were talking about it. St. Louis also has a new area code coming in.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be the 557.
Great.
So now we've got 314-636 and now the 557. So all new phones and phone numbers will have 557. And that goes for St. Louis City and County, not like the 636, which was just out in the western parts. They're running out of 314 numbers.
Mm-hmm. Makes
So
sense. It's been there
that's-
for a long time.
Yeah, so that's where we're at. The 557 is coming
Do
to
they
you.
really matter too much anymore, especially with everybody
Not
just
to
having
me.
cell phones?
I don't
It was-
know my phone
it
number.
was- it
I
was
don't.
much- when you had
I'm
your,
not surprised.
When you had your home phone and you'd get like the long distance bill, and it cost me 35 cents to call
this.
St. Louis.
Watch this. Let me show you guys something. You want to see a little trick?
Oh, my gosh.
When I was 6 years old and I moved to, 10 years old. 10 years old in St. Louis. I can tell you my phone number from when I was 10 years old.
Yep.
Ready? Here we go.
So can I.
314-469-1169.
Everybody's
that was
calling
my
your old house right
good.
now.
Fine.
How about 434-0806? That was mine.
Isn't that weird?
I
Isn't
still
that
remember.
strange?
Well, it's because we had
I
to
can
do
remember
this.
my
We had to
girlfriend's
do the
ex-phone.
rotary phones. 4, 3,
Yeah.
4. You don't even know what a rotary phone is,
Yeah.
do you,
No, I
Angela?
know what one
Okay.
is. My
I was just making
grandma
sure.
had one, yeah.
312-618-2849.
Come on. You got that. Isn't
Angela?
that bizarre?
Do I remember
Your
the number?
She's not old enough.
10-year-old phone number?
She's not old enough.
When you were that age?
Yeah, sure I do. I know the first part, 9626.
You don't remember.
Try it.
You don't remember.
Well, she's too young.
The
She's
last
too
two
young.
numbers I don't necessarily remember.
Yeah, but she's closer to
No.
that age, Eric, than
I
we
know,
were.
but there's something bizarre about this little test. It's crazy. This was 40 years
Because
ago.
you needed to know it.
And then
You needed to know
the second phone number was 434-946. Don't tell me, man. Don't tell me. Now that one I just forgot. Damn it. But you get the point. Today someone asked me, or no, it was 2 days ago. I was ordering something online. What's your phone number, sir? I go, it's 314. Hold on. I actually had to
I've done
open
that.
my
I've had
phone
to
to
look
see
at
what my
mine,
phone
too,
number
yeah.
was.
You're kidding me.
I'm not kidding.
Your current phone number, you did
Yes,
not even know.
because I didn't want it delivered to the wrong place. I wanted to make sure I was getting
I've
the
done
phone
that.
number right.
I've done that
What,
exact
even
thing.
you, Angela?
I've done that exact thing.
You
We're
are
at-
2 peas in a pod.
we are. We're a little.
You're the female version of Eric. Dear God, God help us.
I don't know why you picked 2 of us, but that's fine.
And they have similar wardrobes.
Yeah. So, but no.
Oh my God,
I mean,
that's the fun.
think about this. Think about this. You get pulled over, and let's
Oh my
say
God, that's funny.
you get pulled
Brendan
over.
gets funny of the day.
You get pulled over in Cuba, Missouri, or some podunk place, right?
Okay.
And the cop says, "Well, it's the Constitution. You get one phone call. Who do you want to call?" What?
I'm going to need to look at my phone first.
Well, your phone's it's destroyed
my
in the
mom's
car wreck.
number's in that phone.
You can't call anybody.
No, I can't.
Hey, Eric, can I blow your mind on this?
Go ahead.
Do you ever butter bread or put peanut butter or jelly on a piece of bread?
Apple butter, but go ahead.
Apple. What is it with you and apple?
Love
apple
it.
teenies, apple butter.
The best.
Apple butter is apparently more healthy for you.
It's kept the
Of course it
doctor
is.
away.
That's right.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's kept the doctor away. Well, an etiquette expert on YouTube claims that everybody's been buttering their bread the wrong way in life.
Oh boy, here we go.
I hate these etiquette people, but give it to me. What is it?
As in, you're an uncultured peasant, Eric.
No doubt about it.
Bro,
No
this
doubt.
This is very. I did etiquette classes, and I have.
You've never heard this?
No, I've done etiquette classes before, and they never told me about the bread. So
Wait a minute. Why did you do an etiquette class?
that's a separate story.
Pageants?
It was a reality TV show. That's a whole different thing. But I did like how you eat a banana. Like I do that. Everything's wrong.
Yeah,
so
well-
let's talk about the. Let's talk about the.
There is a wrong and right way to eat a
You're
banana.
supposed to open the banana and like cut it into tiny little
Yes.
pieces and eat it with a fork.
Yes, that's better.
Oh,
I have
bougie.
never once
Bougie
eaten a
banana eater.
with a fork.
Eric, you don't.
No.
Eric,
No,
we're
you
not
just-
even going there.
I was gonna say just stuff it in your mouth and go crazy, but go
Oh
ahead.
dear God.
Okay, what is this
It's
bread
better.
thing?
It's better to cut it up.
The bread?
The banana.
No, the banana.
It is not better to cut
That
up
is
the
what
banana.
the etiquette people tell you.
Eric.
Those guys are morons.
Eric, the aesthetics of that. Yes, it's better. to
Oh,
cut-
okay. All right. You shouldn't be eating a banana at a point fest, maybe, but but besides that,
All right, tell me about the bread. I'm moving on.
Step one: take a piece of bread or a roll and put it on your plate. Step two: use a knife. Put a small amount of butter on your plate. That's just for you. Put the butter on the plate. You shouldn't take it from the dish and put it directly on your bread. That's disgusting.
okay. All right. I get that. That's
Step
cool.
three.
Okay.
Okay. Step,
All right.
step three. Take your piece of bread and break it into a smaller bite-sized piece with your hands.
I'm supposed to butter each individual piece?
No, I'm out on this.
Somehow,
Yeah, they went nuts.
manhandling your bread is more correct etiquette. Doesn't make sense.
It would be more delicious
But
because I'm going to get more butter in
But
each
step
piece.
4 is butter each bite-sized piece individually before you eat it.
Too much work.
Never butter the entire piece at once.
Too much work.
Now,
This-
had we not had this conversation, I would have thought that person.
So this
Nuts.
etiquette
Crazy
guy,
Why not just take a bite of butter and then take a bite of bread
Yeah.
and just do it that way?
that's like
Just
a
get
Patron
one of those
shot.
hunk of butter.
Lick,
Take the
slam, suck.
Patron. Lip sync.
You know what? When you do, so there's a few days in your life that you need to know these rules. Going to the prom dinner, right? You have to know that. Maybe going to someone's graduation ceremony, or maybe going to a wedding, and you only use it maybe except John Parker. He's so bougie, he probably uses it just going to lunch. But there's a lot of people that you do need to know this. You need to know where is your soup spoon. You need to know what is the medium-sized fork for. I never know what it is. What's the bigger fork for? What's these knives over here do? They all do something in the upscale restaurants. I think we need to have a segment where we teach people what they are. You can start with me.
Every
I don't
day
know.
we're going to have a segment. We're going to start with you.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Because there are these etiquette
Today
classes,
we
and you're
teach
like,
Eric the art of memory.
Now, that's
how to
the
be
other
bougie
question.
with Eric Johnson.
Is there such a thing as etiquette anymore? Because these younger millionaires, they don't care. They listen to hip
No,
hop.
but
They
if
they
you're
go
going to
on.
have dinner with like Sir Richard Branson or something, you probably
I'll
want to.
bet Richard Branson, he's not wearing shoes at dinner, so he doesn't care about the bouginess aspect. But there are people from the old days that they had these very royal kind of outlooks on life, and they did this stuff, and it was important to them. And when you, as a commoner, would screw it up, they would look, and this happened to me. They would look at you like, "Oh, no, you don't.
Very
you don't,
English.
You don't use that. You don't. No. Hold. No. Here. Give me this.
It was a different time.
It was
Did
a
you
different
feel
time.
bad though?
No, yes, I was embarrassed. I won't lie to you. I was embarrassed
Were you really?
because I
Well,
didn't
we'll
know.
see what we can do. We'll
'Cause I feel-
maybe we'll bring in or get an etiquette expert on the phone. You don't want to do that, Angela?
Not unless it's Jean Brooke Smith.
Okay, we'll book her.
Okay.
Is that a woman?
That's a woman.
All right, book Jean. We'll have her come here to teach us some manners.
Manners. There you go. Okay.
Okay. Here's something. The McCloskeys were back in the news yesterday.
Okay.
The gun-toting Central West End couple who brought their guns out. As we remember, when people were protesters were on their private property.
Mm-hmm.
And then one side said one thing, the other side says another. Well, yesterday, if the word started to circulate out, even from the Post-Dispatch, even from St. Louis Mayor Tashara Jones, who retweeted that their license had been suspended. That was a lie.
It was a lie.
It was false. And I could not believe that I saw that come out from the Post-Dispatch. And I'm like, then I saw some other people retweeting it. And this is what's scary. Before anybody retweets anything, make sure you know what you're retweeting.
Right.
The only thing that happened to the McCloskeys yesterday was nothing.
Slap on the hand.
Well, yeah, slap on the hand, slap on the wrist. Their law license was put on probation for a year. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. They still practice law.
Yeah.
That's it. And this was told to us. Brad Young told us this would happen. They'll get a slap on the wrist. They'll be put, and that's it. And that's just because it was a legal situation for some time.
I don't know what these laws are. Maybe you do. But it seems to me like there's more and more people suing these newspapers and these outlets. Sarah Palin is suing the New York Times right now.
And they
deaf
admitted
admission.
that they ran an erroneous report on her. She's going to get paid by the New York Times big time.
You know she is, and that's why I'm looking at the McCloskeys. Hey, how much money you want from the Post-Dispatch right now? You want a little bit of cash? Go do it. But if they posted something that said you're detrimental to my business, man, you could win some money. Go ahead, Angel.
I have questions. So, first question is, was this because they took their guns outside? Is that why they are on probation?
Yeah.
Was that like the reason?
But it was on their property.
It was on their property. That's a great question, Angela. The reason that they were they had charges filed against them because they were, quote, pointing guns at people.
So if I point a gun at somebody,
But it's your property.
is that illegal though?
It's called the Castle Law here in Missouri. You can protect your
But she's saying
property.
then why would they be slapped on the wrist with probation, though?
It doesn't matter. If you say that hey, look, these guys over here, they don't have a license anymore. You can't go to them. Sorry, sucks to be them. I should be able to sue the hell out of whoever says
Right,
that.
okay, well, that
That's
was going to be my
defamation.
second. The probation means they can still continue. They just have to be good people.
Yeah, just can't have
Okay.
any other
And
accusations.
suspended would mean they can't for a
They-
while.
that they did something
Okay.
wrong.
I was just trying to
Absolutely.
catch up here.
And so that's the only thing. But the Post reported, their columnist, Tony Messenger, put it out that their law license had been suspended. And then St. Louis City Mayor Tashara Jones then retweeted it and said, "Is Jane Duker next?" And I was
What?
like, "Yeah, I couldn't believe she did
When
that."
was
but
this?
Yesterday.
You've got to be kidding me.
Now Jane will be on the show. We'll get Jane on the show in time.
Oh my God.
I just didn't know. I just didn't think it was a great look. I mean, we don't need to like retweet stuff like that, and we just got to make sure it's right. Right?
As
And
the-
as
as
a
the
journalist,
mayor.
we have to be right.
As the mayor.
I mean, you guys have to be right, but I think that is kind of the point of where we're at in the world, where everybody is so angry with each other. It's because nobody's actually like looking at stuff. They're seeing a clip, they're seeing a headline, and then they're just going, "Well, that must be true," and going about their lives. Nobody's actually looking deeper into that sort of stuff.
That's the problem.
Right.
I
It's
always
a major
think,
problem.
Look, here's the deal. When you go to a doctor, you think, man, this guy has gone through all of his certifications.
I don't trust Western medicine.
I'm not. No, don't say stuff like that unless you're serious. Are you
No,
kidding?
I'm not- I'm dead
Are
serious.
you kidding me?
I do not trust Western medicine.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. No, I'm not judging that. But most people, or whatever, do you go to a counselor or something? I mean, how do you take care of your health?
I haven't seen a counselor. I see a holistic.
Holistic
doctor.
medicine. Okay, well, I don't know how they preach.
What
but-
happens if you break an arm?
I would still go see this holistic doctor first.
So there's certain jobs on this planet.
I've been through the medical system, if you will, and they never tell you. I'll say they've never told me. Let's be more accurate. They've never told me something that has been true. How is that?
Wow.
Where you can go to a holistic doctor and they'll be like, if you try this and this and this, this might help you.
Does the holistic doctor have an X-ray machine?
I'm sure she does. I haven't been there for any broken bone yet.
Oh.
I've been there for autoimmune.
I was just taking
issues.
Brendan's example.
This is a fascinating thing. Has it helped you?
Yes. So I'm on a pretty strict diet of like what I'm allowed to eat. I didn't follow it for the last couple months, and I felt awful the last couple months, but I'm back on it. And
we could do a
when you
whole
get
show
back,
around
yeah,
this.
Absolutely.
This is great.
Yeah, no, that's
What you put in your body
There's a lot of
100% matters.
Oh,
which
no
is
doubt.
why when you're talking about cutting stuff with fentanyl, in my head I was thinking
What you put in your body matters.
what you put in your body. Any
Information.
Of those fillers,
Eric,
like there's
there
other
is a
medicine you can
place-
take with fillers.
if
that
you
should
study
watch.
it, there's a place for holistic doctors. There's a place for Western
Seems
medicine.
like everywhere's a place for
There's-
holistic
You
doctors.
just got to find what works for you. And
Could
know-
you? What
Absolutely.
about a hybrid using both? Because Vic makes a good point. What if you break your bone?
know
You don't
what?
go to a holistic doctor
I
for
wouldn't
that.
be necessarily against it. Just in my autoimmune condition situation, I would never go see a Western medicine doctor.
And I
for
can see that for even something like diabetes or,
Absolutely.
like you might have edema, things like that.
Anything that's in
and you're
your
gonna
body.
help
Yep.
purge through your system.
Internal
But, I mean, there's
medicine.
certain things like if I had a stent put in 10 years ago. I don't think that I could go to your holistic doctor
Probably not.
and have them put a
But
stent in.
prior to you getting that, like, why was you had the stent for a
I
reason?
was a smoker.
So
I
prior
was a
to that
smoker.
stint, she would have said, "Stop smoking." And if you would have followed it, perhaps you wouldn't have needed that stint.
Fascinating
Right.
topic.
Yeah.
What
we'll
we
talk
get,
more about that too someday.
but
That's
let me
another
get back
good
to
one.
my point. So, and this goes back
Was
to
this
the
about
McCloskeys.
etiquette?
No, the
Oh.
McCloskeys.
We're back that.
Just real quick, And I don't know how you feel about this. Freedom of speech is the kind of what I'm getting at. If you go to a doctor, except for Angela, you trust that they've gone through their 8 years of schooling. You trust that they signed off on the Hippocratic Oath, do no harm. You trust that they've gone through all the testing to become that medical professional. So when you sit there, you listen to what they say and you accept them as a doctor. Same with journalists. At some point, journalists decided we're not going to report anymore accurate stories, and it's done damage to our communities. It's done damage to this country. It's done damage. We need to get to a point where journalists and politicians they take an oath. I'm not going to say anything against any other citizen as the mayor of St. Louis. I'm the mayor. I fill potholes. That's what I do, and I'm not going to say anything bad about you. And the same for journalists. I'm going to report because you've bought this publication, The Truth as I Know It. And I'm going to go source some stuff out. So if I see the McCloskeys are suspended as far as their law license go, you got to take it to the bank. But they didn't.
No,
they
I know.
didn't.
I mean, I will agree with you.
and they
I will-
didn't.
I
If
couldn't
read-
believe he put that out there, but
If I read something in the paper or Vic tells me something on the news,
I trust it's the
I'm going
truth.
to be like, that's probably obviously true. I will
Yes.
give you that. Yeah.
most of the time it is with broadcasters. But there are times where there might be a story that's a little gray, and they're not going there being the
Then you
the
don't
broadcast.
report it. You don't report
You
it.
shouldn't. Or there's more to the story that doesn't get reported. That's why you have to be careful. So that's the problem. It's just like the Post did that, then the mayor retweeted what the Post said, and then added one of her biggest critics to it.
Yeah.
So
And the difference between journalism and what we do, or what I do, he's a journalist. You're a journalist. You're a journalist. I'm not. I'm a Monday morning quarterback. I see things and then I talk about them to my friends, and we just kind of opine about what we're looking at. And most of the time in today's world, I anyway look at the world and I go, "What the hell are you talking about? This is crazy."
before we go to break,
Fentanyl, defund the police, Cori Bush. My mind is stuck with. You've got to be kidding me. Go ahead, Vic.
we're just getting started. Did you get your wave therapy yet, Eric?
What is wave therapy?
That's the commercial that airs before Vic talks every
You
night.
brought it up. You're like, oh my God, it's on your news every night.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You
What
did
is
not
it?
forget
For
this.
your little Johnson.
For your little Johnson.
Emphasis on little.
Oh, that was a Blevins thing, I think.
Never
Oh.
mind. Todd said wave therapy. It's basically holistic. Thank you, Todd.
Is that's for you? You're the holistic.
I don't
No,
have
it's
that
not.
equipment. I
she
don't have
doesn't
the
need that.
equipment
No.
to make that work.
No, Eric.
You need special equipment to make that work, and I'm the only one in this room that doesn't have that equipment.
Oh, it's a man thing.
I stand corrected. Okay.
You probably call him little Elvis or something, or little Eddie Van Halen.
Oh my gosh, we are not going into what you call that. Thank
Little
you.
Eddie?
Little Eddie Van Halen.
He said
Okay.
Eddie,
Yeah.
not something else. Anyway, oh my God. Okay, we got to get to break. Don't go anywhere.
As a matter of fact, when we come back, Brendan's going to do a mock commercial for whatever it is we're talking about.
Yeah, wave therapy. Oh, somebody on the line says Pine View. They dominate our newscasts now, Eric, our commercials.
It's almost always right before Vic talks. Too. It's like a setup. Like they come back and then they come straight to Vic.
I gotta see this. All right, cool.
All right, it's The Edge, the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. We have a lot of fun as well. Eric Johnson, Brendan Shannon, Angela Sharp. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Back with more right after this.
The Edge Morning Show.
Adam and Eve wants you to have the hottest Valentine's Day ever. So we're not giving you 10% off, not 20% or even 40%. We're giving you a whopping 50% off. But why stop there? In addition to 50% off, you also get 10 free gifts. That includes a racy item for him, a sensuous toy for her, and something we know you'll both enjoy. Ooh. Plus 6 extra special bonus items that are sure to rev your engine, pique your curiosity, and even blow you away. Best of all, free shipping. Always delivered in discreet packaging. So have your hottest Valentine's Day ever. Go to adamandeve.com and enter this station's exclusive code at checkout, free66, and get, the discount, 50% off almost any item and 10 tantalizing free gifts. That's free66. Free66.
Spectrum Glass is known for their quality work on windshields, but they do so much more. Spectrum Glass also specializes in residential, commercial, and automotive window tinting. Reduce the heat, reduce the fading, and increase your comfort with professional window tinting from Spectrum Glass. Serving St. Charles and surrounding counties since 1995, Spectrum Glass is still your premier company for windshield replacement. And with free mobile service, they come to you. 636-294-1800 on Facebook and SpectrumGlassOnline.com.
Hey, it's Shanny from Mascots Bar and Grill, and I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a place to watch the game with friends, Cardinals, Blues, whatever, it's Mascots Bar and Grill. If you're looking for a place for happy hour, it's Mascots Bar and Grill. Heck, grab some friends, get a table, and play rock and roll bingo every night and twice on Saturdays at Mascots Bar and Grill. You can win some great prizes. Seriously, great prizes at Mascots for playing rock and roll bingo. And it's absolutely free to play. Wednesday night is ladies' night, and you won't believe the specials they have going on there. Come by for lunch. They're the home of the legendary lunch special. You go tell them you're FOS, you're a friend of Shanny's, and you want that big old burger and fries for just $5, and they're going to give it to you fresh and hot, just the way you ordered it, and it's so delicious, and you don't have to do the dishes. If you go once, you will go again and again. Mascots Bar and Grill, home of the legendary lunch special.
Travers Automotive and RV grand opening in Wentzville across the highway from the GM plant is happening right now. We have a selection of over 1,000 new late model cars and trucks with new vehicles arriving daily. Shop from all makes, all models with financing for everyone. Looking for an RV? We also have over 200 travel trailers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes from Mesa Ridge, Open Range, KZ, Winnebago, Dutchman, and a great selection of used RVs. Whether you're looking for a car, truck, or RV, make Travers Automotive RV your one-stop destination. Located off Highway 70 at the Highway A exit.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Millions of people use Zoom Phone, the innovative and feature-rich cloud phone system for businesses of any size. Zoom Phone is simple to use, whether you're on a mobile device, desktop, laptop, or desk phone. And because every call is important to your business, Zoom Phone was built with reliability in mind, using geographic redundancy to keep your communications online. Empower your workforce with Zoom Phone. Visit zoom.com/phone system. Zoom. how the world connects.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider and are only available if the provider determines a prescription is appropriate. Subscription required. See website for full details and important safety information.
Hey guys, good news. The expensive little blue pill is now generic, which means the prescription medication to treat ED is super affordable at 4hims.com. And now get your first online doctor's visit free at 4hims.com. That's right. Zero copay, no awkward face-to-face conversations to get your prescription. That's really good news. To start your free online visit, go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/joy. That's FORHIMS.com/joy.
Hi, I'm Flo from Progressive. If you love the sports like me, you get annoyed with your team or player. So Progressive's going to help take your mind off your team or that player for a moment. Instead of thinking about how they lost that thing recently, think about Progressive letting you compare our direct rates side by side with competitors to easily find the lowest option. Don't worry, your sports ball team or player will get him next time. Hope this distraction from Progressive about easily comparing rates was helpful to not think about that last game or match or season. I mean, even though I love sports ball.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Here comes more of the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show, the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. It is the Morning Edge. Eric Johnson, Brendan Shanahan, the dancing Angela Sharp. Keep it going, Angela. The button's going to you right now.
I was just doing this. It really wasn't a
Do you have
good
a couple
dance move.
green?
That's the Showbiz Pizza dance.
Is it?
The dancing mechanical guy? Or the gopher from Caddyshack.
That's the gopher from Caddyshack. Oh my God, that is the
That
dancing.
is the gopher.
That's the gopher.
Awesome.
How many green shirts do you have? Because when you wear green, you always you blend in.
You know what? When I put this one on today, it's not as green as it appears on camera.
But it
because
blends in.
It does. It blends in, but it's not that green as it looks. It's much lighter.
If you had black on your left shoulder, you'd
I love
really
the color
blend right
green. By
into
the way,
wall.
I love the color green.
You're green and orange.
You couldn't be the weather girl, that's for sure.
Well, no, I'd have the whole weather on.
There'd always be a low pressure system around her left arm.
We're not kidding. Okay.
I'm just gonna shut up. I had such a good one.
I
it ain't
think
gonna
a
happen.
couple of us were, we're just gonna bite our tongues.
It's not gonna happen.
Low pressure
Okay.
system.
Okay.
And
In
we
elevation.
and we won't talk about.
So anyway,
Pine View, is that what you meant? Elevation. Pine View. And
why
Eric
are we
in
embarrassed to
elevation.
talk about it? By the way, this is
We're not embarrassed
I
to
am,
talk about
but
it.
why is it we like giggle like second graders when we talk about Pine View and men's health and women's health and all that stuff? It's just kind of silly.
Well, why don't for the
a
show
good question,
for show
though.
reasons? Why don't you go and have the procedure done?
You know what?
and
I'm
let
going to
us
talk
know.
to Pine View. They advertise on every other freaking outlet. I'm going to give Pine View a call today.
Cool.
And only for advertising purposes.
Well, what is it?
Is Pine View the wave place?
Yes.
There's some
Okay.
trade.
Okay.
There'll be
I'm sorry, I
trade
didn't realize
happening.
it was the same place.
Wave therapy.
Sounds like getting a perm or something, but whatever.
That's Pine Saw. You're thinking of the cleaning.
Wave.
Well,
wave,
a permanent
wavy
wave
hair.
wasn't that like kind of a perm?
Sure.
You know?
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, you could have a perm back in the. I think they made a comeback a couple years
Nothing
ago.
to be embarrassed about.
Hey, guys,
Nothing
after
to be
saying that
embarrassed.
we would have to deal with COVID forever, now Dr. Fauci says full-blown COVID, full-blown, is almost over in the United States.
Yeah, because they're going to lose their asses
Wait.
here in about 8
In
months.
the election.
Wait, he just changed his mind?
Well,
Look at that, Angela. Go.
he says
Well,
the
that's
number
all
of
I'm
people
I'm
in the
asking.
hospital with COVID-19 across the country has tumbled just about 30% in just 3 weeks.
That's good, right?
Yes, it's
fantastic.
good. Let's get rid of this stuff.
Okay.
But it's just interesting because of all the messages that we have had from the get-go from said doc. And you still have a local, I mean, there's people who like it, but there's people who hate it. You still have a local county executive who's still trying to enforce mask
I know.
mandates.
Come on,
But I mean,
Sam.
we've all been to the stores now. The sign on the door says wear a mask. You go in there, there's 9 people with a mask on and nobody else.
Well, yeah.
I don't know,
no,
man.
no.
Chesterfield's They're mask it up.
Well,
it's central. Yeah.
You know what though? I've seen it change again, Eric. It's been up and down and all around.
I think it's demographic because what did I go into the other day? I went to one of those Walmart, Walgreens kind of deals, and it's not that they just mask up; they give you that look if you're not masked up.
Are you sure you know that's the look they're talking about?
Yeah, I do. It sucks.
Is it like a judgy look?
Yes. Yeah. Kid must be from St. Charles.
Robert Peterball jumped into the Facebook line. By the way, we love it when you share the show as well. 100.7 The Viper back on Facebook. Chris Cuomo wants up to $60 million in severance, according to Fox Business. That came out this morning. Chris, good luck. Good luck. You'll be lucky to get a penny.
No, he'll get his money. He'll get the rest of his contract.
That wasn't $60 million.
It was 20, wasn't it? 20 million?
I didn't even know it was that much.
Okay. So he's probably looking to get 30. He wants to bump his whatever to whatever it's going to be.
I can't believe he got that much. He's not even that good. I can't believe he got that much money.
No. The most busted name in news. I mean, trusted name in news.
Fox News ratings came out again yesterday. They're still dominating historic highs in ratings, especially as CNN has fallen. MSNBC is falling.
Oh, yeah.
Their host of shows have disappeared. It is insane right now.
What happened to Rachel Maddow?
I
need to know this.
There's really no liberal news channels, and I shouldn't.
Oh no, Meek and Joe are super liberal still.
Well, I mean, that are really like competing. There's nothing, and I shouldn't say liberal and Republican because, as I've been told before, if a news station gives any sort of slant, then they're not a quote news station.
Right. Yes.
So
yes,
I should say TV outlets reporting the liberal side.
Well, then you're saying that Fox isn't going to be a real news source because they
slant the
they
right
slant
side.
after hours. After hours, then their commentators come on.
Well, some would say that they slant it during the day if you don't like what they're saying, just like the right says about the left and the left says about the right.
Yeah.
So it's fascinating to see all that, but Fox just continues to blow up ratings wise all across the country.
I don't know how you can say they source their stories. They said, I saw on Fox where McConnell slammed Trump. If that was a real right-wing news organization, you don't show McConnell slamming Donald Trump. You don't frame a story.
I agree with you.
So they cover all the bases. It's just they do. Fox News during the day is kind of like The Edge. We bring up a topic, and then we just kind of riff on it. That's kind of what Fox News does, is they bring up they bring up Ukraine and Russia, and then they riff on it. Here's the story. 130,000 Russian troops on the border of Ukraine. They look like they're going to invade, and then you talk about it with experts.
Well, we know. It gets into these headlines, and then, people stick with what they're going to say, what they're going to do. I mean, look at Cori Bush. It's all over the situation. Here's the thing. No, this talks about, you brought up the election. It made me think about this. Cori Bush says she's refusing to drop the defund police slogan,
Lord.
even
Really?
though her own party is saying, stop, it's going to be poison at the polls. That's not what America wants.
She's an idiot. She is an idiot.
And she's refusing to stop saying that. And even the squad, they're all freaking out. They don't know what to do. They're not going to say, nope, we're going to defund the police.
How can you do it? It would look like you lost. And they did lose. And they deserve to lose. And they can't say, look, we said this during a time.
Yeah, but even St. Louis, you've got a situation where John Parker says, we've got a mayor right now that's saying defund the police, and I'm going to bring more police in. That's a
I
St.
wish
Louis
John
story
would
too.
be honest with us.
He is honest. What do you mean?
No, he's not.
He
Because
says that if he's mayor, he's going to bring more police to St. Louis. He's not. He's going to go the opposite way of defunding.
Honesty is about.
You just got angry at him
No,
because he
I didn't
wouldn't
get
rip
angry. I don't get angry at John.
or you just questioned him because he wouldn't rip the circuit attorney.
Here's the deal. If you're running for an office and your constituency, I'm not that, but if a St. Louis guy was to come up to him and say, look, I need you, I'm going to pull the lever for you, but I have to ask you these questions. I need to know what you think of the attorney, Kim Gardner. I need to know the answer to that. I need to know, are streets going to be safe? Are you going to go after these gangs? John just won't come on this show and say, let me be as transparent as I can be with you.
But the mayor,
I don't need political
but the mayor
spin.
Isn't hiring or firing the circuit attorney. So his
I know, but
opinion
they are,
doesn't matter.
but they are important. They are a partnership. They work and they need to show.
It would be good if they were a partnership.
Well, they have to be in order for St. Louis to become any semblance of what it used to be. Safe and fun.
John, as a politician, can't say that, even though you want. There's a lot of things in life you want answered, but life doesn't operate like that because John can't help himself really. He can only hurt himself, I think, in an election by saying things.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It sucks that you have to mix politics in with reality.
It is. Politics is everywhere.
It just sucks so bad because Cori Bush won that seat because of heartfelt issues, and that's it. There was absolutely no thought put behind this. If I defund the cops, this city's going to become really unsafe. I got an idea. Let's defund the cops. Ready, break. But you can't ask the pertinent questions to the lady because she doesn't take interviews. You can't say, all right, let's talk about this defunding the cops thing. How are you going to make St. Louis safe? How are you going to make the 65-year-old woman who just wants to go to the grocery store safe at night?
Eric?
Yes.
You have a guest on the phone.
It's not John Parker. Oh,
it's Tashara Jones, ladies and gentlemen.
This is turning into the John Parker show.
Not Tashara Jones, but how are you guys?
What's on your mind, John?
John Parker, part 2.
I'm going to address this I'm not being honest thing.
I already stuck up for you, John.
And I heard that. Okay, I appreciate that, Rick. But you have to understand
Address it
also,
to me.
and Eric's got to understand this. Okay, we need to get past what I think and what I feel, and what matters is what we can get done. Okay, my personal feelings on Miss Gardner or Miss Jones or even Cori Bush, they honestly don't matter. Okay, it's only what I can get done. And at the same time, it's the same thing I said yesterday. If you don't like these people, then exercise your constitutional right and vote them out.
Let me give you one example, this is an example, and I'm learning a lot being on this show. Vic schools me on how the aldermans work with the circuit attorneys and how the mayor is really just a figurehead, blah blah blah, whatever. But here's the deal.
It's not just a figure.
Here's the deal. Tom Brady wanted to win a Super Bowl.
Oh, my God, more football now.
No, if you're not going to answer a question, I have to do an analogy with you. Tom Brady wanted to win a Super Bowl, so what did he do? He went and begged his ownership to go get Gronkowski, a tight end. That's the way I look at the mayor and the circuit attorney's office when it comes to keeping a city safe. I think you would agree with that. I am the mayor of St. Louis. I'm here with Kim Gardner, and we are going to prosecute cases. I'm going to make sure that the police are going after these criminals.
Hey, Eric,
if you do this, you guys can fix
does not
St. Louis.
Prosecute cases. The mayor does not prosecute cases.
But you can be
The
a
mayor
big
does
voice. You can be
The
a
mayor
big
has
voice
full
in that.
control over
Okay.
the circuit attorney's office.
Let me
And
say. Let
secondly,
me.
if I agreed with everything that Tashara Jones was doing, I wouldn't waste my time running for mayor. I'm not doing this. Just
Look,
because,
we are.
I mean,
St. Louis
I'm
is
welcoming
St.
more
Louis. Hold on,
crap into my-
Vic. Hold on, just a second. St. Louis, and I think we can both agree in this. It's past the crossroads. It's past the crossroads. The traffic has gone to the left, which is crime and
I'm
a
not
lot
gonna
of.
get into the political the political party ramifications of it. If I feel like things need to be changed, and I feel like I have the ability to do it, then I have the responsibility to do it. Okay? I'm not getting into this.
Why is it okay? Why is it not okay? I'm
not getting into liberal politics or conservative politics. If things need to change, then I'm trying to get those. I'm going to try and get those things done.
Why
But
is it
I'm
not okay?
gonna
Let me
get
ask you
into
this.
Some pissing match
Right.
with the circuit attorney.
Well, that's part of your team.
If people don't like the circuit attorney, vote her out of
Okay,
office.
let me ask you this.
If
Why
you
is
don't
it
like
not?
the mayor,
Let me
vote
ask.
her out of
Hold on. Why is it not okay for a St. Louis citizen? And I'm not that, but maybe one day I do move to St. Louis. Why is it not okay?
Yeah, right.
Why is it not okay for me to say, John, I want to support you. I have to ask you these direct ask questions, and you have to answer them for me. And you have to, and then you are just kind of sideswiping him, going, you know what? It's not my job to comment on that stuff. Hey, man, no. Why can't you just be super strong and say, yeah, I think the job that the circuit attorney is doing sucks.
Opinions on both the circuit attorney and the mayor, opinions don't freaking matter. It's only what you can actually get done.
And we had this conversation yesterday, Eric.
By going through the process. You have to go through the process. My opinion on Tashara Jones doesn't matter. My opinion on the circuit attorney doesn't matter. If you don't like the circuit attorney and you don't like the mayor, vote her out of office.
Ronald Reagan's opinion on Jimmy Carter mattered, and he won the election. He went off on him.
No, he won the election because people voted for him, and they didn't vote for Jimmy Carter. They voted. They followed the process, and they voted.
Yeah, it's about voting. John, we appreciate you calling. Hey, by the way, it's National Pizza. What's National Pizza Day? Give me 2 of your favorite choices since you called in. It's National Pizza Day.
Pepperoni and pepperoni.
I'm off the pizza wagon, guys, so I really can't do that. But
but everybody likes pizza or have had it.
It would be a loaded Emo's pizza. Yes! Absolutely.
Emo's,
I'll vote for you just for that.
So if you're splurging, your Emo's in it. All right.
If I'm splurging, yes, but I got to, Nancy and I are dropping poundage before the wedding.
That's right. And T-minus how many days?
122.
I know you're counting the days, which is very romantic of you.
I'm counting the days, believe me.
Or, because I know you're not dreading it. So there you go.
Nice.
John, I want to vote for you. Make it worth our while. Come on, babe.
He would be the best dressed mayor we've ever had.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt.
He wears a suit and a pocket square to make toast in the morning.
I'd love to come on, and I would love to be your mayor. Absolutely.
City of St. Louis, brought to you by Armani.
All right, John, thanks for giving us a call. We'll talk to you later.
Armani, not Armini. That's the rug place.
Angela, you just said that you don't like. Have you ever liked pizza?
I've never liked pizza.
I've never, honest to God, met anybody who didn't like pizza.
I'll eat it like if I have to.
Why do you not like pizza?
But back when we were little, my parents would get pizza a couple times a month, and they would go get me something else because I didn't like pizza.
Is it because of Emo's?
It's not. I mean, it's not a particular pizza place.
Exactly.
I just am not a pizza fan.
This is fascinating because there's so many times where we looked at you and we're like, oh, really? Wow.
You guys think I'm weird. That's what the deal is. You guys didn't realize how weird I was.
Weird is different. That's not negative or bad. I'm weird. I feel I'm weird in a lot of areas. But I've just never, I personally, today is the first time I've ever met anybody who says at any point in their life they never liked pizza.
This is the first time. Yeah, they would always go and get me something else so I could have
What would your something else be?
Maybe hot wings or a Big Mac or whatever. Like they would just go.
What is your favorite food?
Prior to not being able to eat it, hamburgers.
Why can't you eat hamburgers now?
Because that's not on the list.
That's not on the diet, or that's not on the lifestyle.
Do you feel better since you've not eaten
Impossible burgers? Can you do those?
No, I'm on like a chicken, fish.
Yum.
Asparagus.
I take that.
Asparagus, carrots, chicken.
Now you just destroyed
and you
it
season
for me.
everything with essential oils.
And I season everything with olive oil.
That's funny.
With olive oil, pretty
What's
much.
going on
Jasmine
here? What's
and
going on
Carol
here?
root.
Hey, that's awesome.
Drew said, "No wonder I was single. It's because of the lack of pizza."
Oh, I could.
Drew, that's not why.
cold-hearted.
It's because of you
Drew.
listen to me on the show. I have strong opinions.
Boo, Drew. That's not nice.
That's okay.
I
He spelled
respect.
my name wrong, so spelling's not his forte either.
Oh, did he only put it? Did he only put one L in?
He sure did.
Okay, we still do that. Yeah. It can happen. We're sorry about that. By the way, Ron DeSantis, Florida governor, came out. He slammed Biden is weak on China. He said that there's no rift between him and President Trump. President Trump then comes out yesterday and supports Kristi Noem, the governor of South Carolina. So Trump's still trying to be very active.
He is active
when it comes to the politics and the political scene. And another headline that we're trying to get, the Canadian truckers are now putting an economic impact into the entire country of Canada because they can't get a lot of the work done. Lawmakers have actually said publicly now in Canada, they're afraid how long this is going to go and what it's going to do to their bottom line when it comes to finances.
I heard they made a no honking law in Ottawa.
So they just rev their engines now.
Is that what they're doing now?
Mm-hmm.
For
True.
real?
True.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
No, you see, you can't do the whole trucker thing where you're like
that.
burr, burr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here's the deal. So when the Trudeau said we are going to have mandated shutdowns of businesses, that didn't put a taper on the economics of the world,
certainly did.
Of the planet. And now you want to mandate the 12% of truckers who didn't get a mandated vaccine. Man, it sucks to be you. You are these liberal politicians. Look,
well, the
blue states are opening up because you know what? Politics.
Well, 2 days ago, New Jersey, one of the bluest states in America,
exactly
said we're done with all masking. We're done with all of these mandates. It's over.
Yep. You know why? Not because they don't want to control you, but because they got an election coming up. That's why. I said it. Vic didn't say it. Angela didn't say it. Brendan didn't say it. It's because there's an election on the horizon, and they can say, we manage this situation, and then we shut it down. COVID's over. Vote for us again. Sam, period.
Well, yeah, it could be. I don't know.
You know what? I keep looking at John Parker over here on the Facebooks.
I was going to say, he's in the building? I didn't see him.
John, here's the deal. Never mind.
You know, Eric.
Never mind.
Did you guys?
Never mind.
Did you guys see that? Did you guys know that cheese isn't one of the 27 ingredients listed on the sign of a can of cheese? Cheese Whiz. Once again,
I'm not shocked by that. That does not shock me at all.
that should be false advertising.
It does not shock me.
That's hilarious.
It's not one of them.
That's hilarious.
I looked at you and I was like, we need to cheer Eric up.
I'm cheered. I'm cheered.
I feel like this is his happy place. This like slightly annoyed, angry spot. I feel like that's where Eric is happiest. Right?
Well, look, here's the deal. I used to work at Showbiz Pizza Place. And yeah. Okay, so hold on.
What when I thought I knew everything about you over 2 years.
I used to work at Showbiz Pizza Place. And here's
what did you do?
Here's the way I look at the world. You ever see the Rockefeller Explosion? It's the band that's the animatronic band that's up there on the stage.
Yes.
You know who I'm talking about?
Cheerleader?
Yeah, the cheerleader.
Okay, yeah.
Everybody looks at that and they go, oh, look how fun this is. It's amazing. And the kids look at it and they go and dance. But late at night, they take the mask off the thing and they try to fix them. And it's the creepiest thing you've ever seen in your entire life. That's how I look at the world. There's always, everything is under a mask. I'm trying to find, and this goes to John Parker, I'm trying to find out what's under the John Parker mask. So when I ask you a question, John, just tell me what you feel and we'll move on from there. Because the world is not animatronics with masks on. We'll figure it out. I'll figure out what's going on.
We are all now dumber for what we just heard.
It's a true story. The world really is Showbiz Pizza
Eric,
Place after hours. That's what I'm trying to say.
I like it. Eric, I love it.
I'm going to have to show you some of the animatronics without the mask on.
I don't know.
It'll creep you out.
I don't know what I would
It'll make
do
you quit.
without my daily dose of Eric.
I actually was Billy Bob. I used to walk around.
Oh my God! Of course you were.
I used to walk around and pat the kids on the head.
As the gorilla?
That's
the
big.
Not the
creepy.
gorilla.
It was
the bear. It was the bear. Remember the bear?
Yeah. Well, and then Chuck E.
Cheese came in and screwed everything up.
And they bought up Showbiz Pizza.
Eric,
John, just all I'm saying is don't be an animatronic with a mask on. Show us who you really are.
John doesn't want to share his personal opinions. It's just what he can do for the office. So if he can't change the prosecutor, why would he? I get his opinion on
You do?
that. Yeah, I kind of do. If he can't change it, that's up to the voters to change it. Why do you care if he likes her or doesn't like her?
It would be like me joining a band and them saying, what bass are you going to bring? You know what? I don't have to tell you that. And then I show up for the gig and I bring a banjo.
Well, no, but it's different.
It's not a bass.
Because that's like different because he physically can't do anything about it either way.
All right, we got to get to a break. When we come back, we'll finish up that trucker story. We'll let you know about something with the gas and is it going to happen in the United States? Back with more right after this.
This is the Edge Morning Show.
Live on 100.7.
The Viper.
Cutting the price of your wireless bill feels good. Really good. So good, you gotta try it. With Straight Talk, you can get our Silver Unlimited plan for just $45 a month. Now with unlimited high-speed data, plus 5 gigabytes hotspot data, and no contract, with nationwide 5G on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot for your data when you can get unlimited for a whole lot less? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com.
Art
art, sound, and sensory overload. Tool Live. Friday, March 18th, Enterprise Center. Experience the sound and vision of Tool. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Tool, brought to you by Jam.
Hi, it's Julie again with Ben's Moving and Storage in Wentzville, Missouri, located at the intersection of Wilmer Road and Interstate Drive. We offer on-site security and 24/7 access. We are proud to have served as your one-stop shop for all your moving and storage needs since 1984. Right now, we are offering $25 off moving or a free month storage for new customers. For more information, visit us at bensmovingandstorage.com, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook for future storage sales. Ben's Moving and Storage in Wentzville.
Hi, this is Curtis Parks. I'm the owner of Complete Auto Body and Repair. Now that things are back open, the vaccines are out, we are ready to get back to work. The kids are home, and I'm sure you're ready to go back to work too. We are hiring all positions. We are looking for everyone and anyone that wants to make life better for themselves, and we want you now. CompleteAB.com is where you apply. CompleteAB.com. Join the complete experience. No more sitting at home. Let's get back to work. If it's not perfect, it's not complete. Others can't compete with Complete Auto Body.
Dad, and service.
Oh yeah, and service.
He fixed the car.
Weber Chevrolet has been in business since 1902. No other car dealer in St. Louis of any brand can say that. Nobody sells more Chevrolet, period. Weber Chevrolet is one dealer with 3 roofs. In Missouri at Olive and 270, and in Illinois Metro East, Columbia, and Granite City. All easy to get to, just follow the 270 loop. Also, all online accessible at WeberChevrolet.com. Right now, Weber Chevrolet is open but very thorough in their cleaning, disinfecting, and social distancing rules. And don't forget, Weber Chevrolet service departments are award-winning and second to none. In fact, other dealers send their problems to Weber Chevy to fix. Now during this crisis, Weber Chevrolet has teamed up with Detroit to come up with awesome deals to help people save money and manage their budget. Discounts, incentives, and the ability to not make your payment for up to 4 months. Weber Chevrolet since 1902, WeberChevrolet.com.
Ask Sherwin-Williams and get your color your way. We've made it easier than ever to try and buy color. Preview paint colors in your home with our Color Snap app. Then visit swsamples.com to have color chips delivered to your door for free. Or order some peel and stick samples to try on your wall. When you're ready to paint, shop online or stop by your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store and get everything you need.
With Amdro, you can enjoy your backyard like never before. Our round-the-clock pest protection gives you the peace of mind to enjoy your great outdoors without a care in the world.
Cannonball!
Okay, we can't defend you against the splash zone. But when it comes to ants and other pests, we've got you covered 24/7. Find Amdro in the insecticide aisle at your nearest retailer.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents
and Doug. And we're back with Limu, Emu, and Doug for the final question. Category is things you climb. All right, Limu, what do you think? You sure? We're going with Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. Oh, so close. We were looking for stairs. Huh. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Before we get out of here today, Eric, how you feeling today? You like our show? What do you got planned today? You got any advice for people?
I always have advice for people. Whether they listen or not is up to them.
I walk out of here today thinking about you walking around the old showbiz
Getting
pizza.
hit in the nuts by the little kids.
Walking around.
Was it the one off West Clay over there? Or
Yeah,
whatever?
it's the one that's always getting robbed.
And they have the fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was back in the day you were there when it was a good place to go.
Exactly. We used to eat the pizza out of the trash can.
Did they do the Franken pizzas back then too? Like where if they needed like a sausage and pepperoni, they'd take a full sausage and a full pepperoni, and then they would put half.
I used to make the pizzas too, and they would like order them wrong, and they would throw them in the clean trash cans.
The reason I don't like Emo's is because I made pizzas at Emo's. That was my first job.
I mean, you can throw.
And I was like, this stuff sucks.
Pantera's rocks. Pantera's is literally the punk rock of pizzas.
It just wasn't. I'll eat Emo's if I don't have anything else.
My sister calls it cheese and crackers.
Now, I was going to say, if you guys are forcing me to eat a pizza, it would be Emo's because I like the crunchy corner pieces.
It's crazy that a round pizza has a triangle corner.
Right. Like, that's my favorite part. So if we ever go and get Emo's, I'll eat those 4 little corner spots, and then
We'll make sure there's an asparagus salad for you, trust us.
Thank you.
Have a great day, guys. Eric Johnson, Brendan Shanahan, Angela Sharp. I'm Big Faust of
What
Fox
color
2.
tie?
Have an awesome,
What color
awesome
tie?
day. We're wearing red tonight.
Oh.
It'll be some variety of red.
It's the month of love.
It's Valentine's
It'll
Day.
be red and gray. Have an awesome day, guys. We'll see you for Fox News at 5 and 9.